Maximizing Productivity. Welcome to a new short course entitled Maximizing Productivity, taken from the book Training Courses by Muteb Alqarni. In this course, we will explore effective methods to multiply productivity, defining productivity here as accomplishing what is required in a limited time and with minimal effort. This can be achieved through 3 stages. 1. Reducing distractions. 2. Setting priorities. And 3. Eliminating procrastination. In the stage of reducing distractions, we eliminate time-stealing diversions. In the stage of setting priorities, we highlight tasks with the highest impact while sidelining less impactful ones. And in the stage of eliminating procrastination, we identify obstacles to continuity and enhance methods of finalizing important tasks as quickly as possible. With these 3 stages, productivity multiplies. The first step in maximizing productivity is reducing distractions by minimizing time-stealing diversions. Time management means getting rid of time thieves first. Therefore, your first task to enhance your productivity is to track your time and discover how it is spent using a 30-minute countdown timer. It's an effective method. Set a countdown timer for half an hour, and when it rings, ask yourself with the first ring, what did I spend this half hour on? Perhaps you'll say, on Facebook. Repeat the alarm and listen to the second ring. Then ask, what did I spend the second half hour on? Maybe you'll say, on Facebook. And perhaps the third half hour rings, and you find that you also spent it on Facebook. This trick easily reveals time thieves, as nearly an hour and a half has passed on Facebook without you feeling it until the questions were raised. Try the above trick for 3 days. It's one of the life-changing tips. Ask yourself with each ring, was this half hour spent on 1, work, or 2, hobby, or 3, community service? In other words, was this half hour spent on tasks related to my profession, my work tasks, or my hobby, my personal interests, or my community service to my people and society? A comprehensive day includes tasks accomplished on professional, personal, and social levels. Thus, you advance professionally, grow personally, and don't regress in your social role. When you engage in time monitoring for each past half hour, you'll discover that the first thieves stealing your time are technological distractions from phones, TVs, websites, and applications. Technological diversions, whether entertaining or informative, are the primary hindrance to increasing productivity. Therefore, the first step to enhance productivity is through what's called digital detoxing, purging oneself and freeing it from the toxins of electronic attachment to websites and applications. When we rid ourselves of these toxins, we rid ourselves of the most prominent and fiercest thieves that rob our time. One way to reduce technological diversions is by activating Do Not Disturb or Sleep Mode on your phone, especially since smartphones these days provide such services to halt notifications. Enabling such an option on your phone means disabling notifications that knock on your door and interrupt your task completion. Yes, notifications are like visitors knocking on doors. Are you ready for a visit now? Perhaps you're not ready, but look, there's a notification from Facebook knocking on your door now. Go and open it to see what's behind the door. In short, the best way to limit technological diversions is by scheduling fixed times for visits, so applications don't knock on your door every second. One way of scheduling visits to technological diversions is time blocking, where you allocate a block of time for an hour or 3 hours to check updates on websites and applications. It could be 3 consecutive hours in a day, or preferably 3 separate hours spread throughout the morning, afternoon, and evening. Determine suitable and sufficient times for your technological usage according to your level of addiction, 3 to 4 hours daily, without excess or deficiency, without deprivation or addiction. You can also make it, for example, 10 minutes per hour as a form of reward. Specify the appropriate way for distributing 3 hours throughout the day, ensuring you stick to it firmly. When you find it difficult to adhere to application visit schedules, try the trick of creating a distraction-free zone, meaning placing phones, TVs, and other technological diversions in another room out of reach. It's a plan to imprison your thief, so it doesn't trespass on your time. When you imprison diversions out of your reach and limit your usage to 3 hours in your day, you'll gain a full 21 hours automatically. These are new hours you didn't possess before, and you've now gained them simply by deciding to manage your time, beginning with managing your diversions. Time has lengthened and become abundant only when you've realized the presence of thieves robbing you inadvertently. We've created more time by eliminating technological diversions, and we'll create even more time by also eliminating clutter. Let's start with the following question. What if I asked you now to bring me your work contract in 5 minutes only? Could you bring it in 5 minutes? What if I said, send me the image you took in Dubai. Send it now from your phone in 5 minutes only. Or I said, bring me the nail clippers or the remote control or scissors or a pen. Could you come up with them in a minute? How long do you think these requests will take to fulfill? Disorganization is the second thief that robs time without notice. Therefore, the best way to reduce clutter is to place items in fixed locations. For example, place scissors and a stapler in a designated drawer, then place pens and papers in another drawer, organize contracts and certificates in a third drawer, and arrange your important computer files in clear and colorful folders. Allocate a special album for Dubai photos and other albums for each trip. Organizing doesn't take much time during execution. When you put nail clippers in a specific drawer, retrieving them will take about 10 seconds of effort, and returning them to the same drawer will require another 10 seconds. Thus, the organization process takes about 20 seconds, saving you 80 minutes you would otherwise spend searching for nail clippers. This is the Pareto principle in action. The Pareto principle states that 20% of the minimal effort can yield 80% of significant results, and conversely, 80% of extensive effort may only produce 20% of weak results. So, when you spend 20 seconds retrieving and returning nail clippers to the drawer, you save 80 minutes. Similarly, spending another 20 seconds to retrieve and return a pen would save another 80 minutes. If you repeat this process with other items, you could save a considerable amount of time. Try organizing today, as according to the Pareto principle, if you spend 24 hours, a full day, organizing, you could save 80 hours throughout the current year. You can also set aside an hour each day to tidy and organize a single room, proceeding to another room the following day. This way, your cleaning tasks will be completed gradually and efficiently. The third form of time-stealing diversions is errands, which interrupt your daily tasks to obtain household necessities. Do you leave home to drive to the supermarket just to buy batteries or soap, then return home without considering the significant time spent on this task? This is an hour wasted on errands that could have been avoided by creating a store in your home. Try creating a store in your home where you keep extra non-perishable supplies that do not expire, such as shampoo, soap, and batteries. This behavior requires 20% of effort and saves 80% of time throughout the year. The Pareto principle once again. The fourth type of time-consuming distractions includes routine tasks, such as sending a text message, answering a phone call, or taking out the trash. These routine tasks accumulate and make us feel short on time. For those tasks, there's the 5-minute rule. It states, if a task can be done in 5 minutes, it's not worth postponing. Do it now. Does taking out the trash take 5 minutes? Then go ahead and do it. Does sending an email take 5 minutes? Then write it and send it now. Does answering a call take 5 minutes? Then make the call now. It's the Pareto principle again, where a task requiring 20% effort, 5 minutes, saves 80% of time. Remember, the beginning of productivity lies in saving more wasted time by reducing technological distractions, clutter, errands, and routine tasks. Social gatherings are the fifth time-stealing distraction. If you spend 5 hours meeting a friend every day, you waste 150 hours per month, equivalent to about 9,000 minutes monthly. Remember, not to postpone your daily tasks for events like attending a wedding or participating in a social gathering unrelated to you. Saying no to those demands might only take about 20 seconds of effort in speech. Yes, 20% of effort can once again save 80% of wasted hours. This is the Pareto principle. We have concluded the first stage of boosting productivity, which is reducing distractions. By reducing clutter, time multiplies. After multiplying time, we move on to the second part, which is prioritizing tasks. It aims to reduce trivial tasks and focus on the remaining significant tasks, as the significant task should take precedence over the minor one. This is according to the pickle jar theory, which states that filling your day with small tasks will leave no room for significant tasks. Just like filling a jar with small pebbles leaves no space for big stones. It's better to fill the jar with big stones first, leaving small pebbles to fill the gaps. In other words, the pickle jar theory advises us to prioritize major tasks over minor ones. However, dividing tasks into high-impact tasks and low-impact tasks is better than dividing them into purely big or small tasks based on size alone. Prioritizing tasks based on their impact is more useful than prioritizing based on size. So, tasks that are very small but high impact, like creating a short video that attracts many viewers, should be given more attention and execution priority over large tasks with low impact, like designing a big website that attracts few visitors. The emphasis is on the impact of the task, not its size. In short, productivity increases when we prioritize the most impactful tasks and start with them before moving on to less impactful tasks. We can prioritize by listing all tasks we need to accomplish in the upcoming week, month, or year. For example, list 20 tasks you plan to complete in the next week. Then assign each task a number from 1 to 10 based on its impact on your life. Tasks with the most impact receive a score of 10, while those with the least impact receive a score of 1, and the remaining tasks receive numbers between 2 to 9. Any task with a score of 5-10 deserves a to-do list, while those with a score of 4-1 belong on a to-postpone list. This distribution clarifies your priorities, tasks numbered 5 to 10. So, for example, you might place the following tasks on your to-do list. writing a research paper, numbered 7, completing work reports, numbered 9, attending an important meeting, numbered 10, conducting annual evaluations, numbered 8, and exercising, numbered 7, writing a novel, numbered 5, cleaning the house, numbered 5. These are tasks that will make a difference and have an impact on both your professional and personal life if you do them. While tasks numbered 1 to 4 might be placed on the to postpone list. Watching a movie, numbered 3. Browsing TikTok and Snapchat, numbered 4. Playing a game, numbered 4. Reading a book, numbered 2. Tweeting on the X app, numbered 1. Listening to a podcast, numbered 3. These tasks may still be effective in some way, but they can be postponed, not cancelled, as their impact on your life is not as strong as the previously mentioned tasks. You may notice that the tasks to be postponed are more enjoyable, exciting, and less boring than the tasks that must be done, which is why people are more interested in them than in the more impactful tasks. Although productivity increases when we focus only on the most impactful tasks, productivity can increase even more when we think about using less impactful tasks to speed up the completion of the most impactful tasks. This can be done through task integration or multitasking, for example, listening to a podcast, numbered 3, while cleaning the house, numbered 5, and listening to music, numbered 2, while exercising, numbered 7. Thus, integrating the less impactful tasks as specific aids to facilitate the completion and execution of the most impactful tasks without planning to cancel or ignore them in our lives. Since less impactful tasks are more enjoyable and exciting, we can harness them to be a reward for accomplishing the most impactful tasks. For example, you could pledge to browse TikTok, numbered 4, on condition that you complete annual evaluation reports, numbered 8. And if you don't complete the annual evaluations, numbered 8, you will punish yourself by not browsing TikTok, numbered 4. In this way, TikTok will contribute to completing the evaluation reports. You could also pledge to watch a movie, numbered 3, or play a game, numbered 4, on condition that you complete work reports, numbered 9. And if you don't complete the reports, you will punish yourself by depriving yourself of the movie or the game. Yes, less impactful tasks are valuable and useful, and due to their attractiveness and enjoyment factor, they can be harnessed to become aids to accomplish the most impactful tasks. When you eliminate less impactful tasks by 1. Integrating them, or 2. Turning them into rewards, you will notice that your day is now entirely dedicated to the most impactful tasks. Here, the Eisenhower matrix appears, which is a tool for dividing tasks into 1. Important and urgent, 2. Important and not urgent, 3. Urgent and not important, and 4. Not urgent and not important. For example, you can put writing the research paper, numbered 7, in the important and urgent list. Put attending the important meeting, numbered 10, in the important and not urgent list. Put cleaning the kitchen, numbered 5, in the urgent and not important list. And put writing the novel, numbered 5, in the not urgent and not important list. Note that the Eisenhower matrix now contains only the impactful tasks. The Eisenhower matrix dictates that you start with important and urgent tasks and do not postpone them. So, start with the academic paper, numbered 7, first. Schedule important and not urgent tasks for their time. So, schedule the important meeting, numbered 10, and delegate urgent and not important tasks. So, delegate a janitor to clean your house. Numbered 5, it's urgent, but not important right now. As for not urgent and not important tasks, ignore them, so temporarily neglect writing the novel, numbered 5. It is now clear that writing the academic paper is the first priority over others, as it is an urgent and important task that contributes to your growth and makes a significant impact on your life. With this, we conclude the priority setting phase, and we begin the procrastination reduction phase by eliminating what hinders your major task, writing the paper. The most important step in accomplishing a research paper or any impactful task is to reduce procrastination. This can be done by first identifying the reasons for procrastination and then providing solutions. For example, one reason for procrastination is extending the deadline. So when you allocate a whole year to finish the research paper, you will delay completing it for a year, whereas if you set aside 4 months to complete it, you will finish it in 4 months. This is known as Parkinson's Law, which states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So if you give yourself a year to complete a task, the task will expand and take a whole year. And if you give it a month, it will only take a month to complete. Therefore, set an urgent deadline for completing the research paper, say 3 months. Another reason for procrastination is the size of the task. Feeling that writing a research paper is a huge task may lead you to procrastinate until the end of the 3 months allocated for its completion. So what's the solution? Divide the task into parts in what is called work breakdown. So breaking down the work makes it easier to accomplish the task over the course of 3 months. Divide the research article into sections: an introduction section, a methodology section, a results section, an analysis section, and a conclusion section, and work on these sections daily. Dividing the task will make you confront small sections that you are encouraged to face, whereas not dividing it will make you confront a huge task that you hesitate to start. It's the trick of eating the elephant one bite at a time. Another reason for procrastination is fear of the length of the task and not feeling the presence of a reward. You may hesitate to start the first section of your research for fear that it will require 6 hours a day, and this is indeed a scary task. The solution: remove this fear by deciding to work on the research paper for no more than 2 hours each day for 3 months. Yes, only 2 hours a day for 3 months. When you complete the 2 hours each day, enjoy a reward from the less impactful tasks, like watching movies, for example. Remember that starting with the reward and then following it with the task is not the right order. According to Brian Tracy, it is preferable to start with eating the frog in the morning. That is, start your morning by eating the frog, by working on the research for 2 hours, and after the 2 hours, enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your rewards. Despite the short duration of the task, just 2 hours a day, and the presence of a reward, you may still prefer to procrastinate. And the reason is fear of starting. The solution here is to try the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins, which states that you must decide to start and make your decision about what puzzles your mind in just 5 seconds. Overthinking the decision delays starting the task. Are you still lying in bed every morning? Think to yourself and say, I now have 5 seconds to decide. I have to decide to get up or stay in bed. Just 5 seconds. I will start counting now. 1, 2, 3. You will be surprised to find yourself deciding to get up suddenly at 3. It's a clever and tested trick to initiate action, exercise, and more. I myself tried it and it worked. Another reason for procrastination is the fear of difficulty and the lack of desire to try. The solution: the 7-minute rule. Tell yourself, I will try working on this first section of my research for just 7 minutes. If I want to continue, I will. And if I don't want to continue, I'll stop. Then I will try 7 minutes in the next hour after this hour. When you try another 7 minutes in the next hour and don't feel like continuing, stop. Then try another 7 minutes in the third hour, and so on for 4 hours. 7 minutes repeated 4 hours is an accomplishment of 28 minutes, something you couldn't achieve without trying. In fact, starting for 7 minutes might push you to continue, helping you overcome your fear of difficulty. When you find yourself continuing to work after 7 minutes, don't forget the famous techniques, the Pomodoro technique, which says the best way to accomplish tasks is to divide them into 4 sessions. Work for 25 minutes, then rest for 5 minutes, then 25 minutes, then rest for 5 minutes, then 25 minutes, then rest for 5 minutes, then 25 minutes, then rest for 15 minutes. You can try the Pomodoro technique and during the 5-minute break, engage in hobbies, such as checking Facebook, exercising, cleaning part of the kitchen, etc. Then after the break, return to complete the task for 25 minutes. You can also make it 45 minutes versus 10 minutes if you find 25 minutes versus 5 minutes too short and demotivating. Another reason for procrastination is not stopping after the 2-hour period. Continuing to work after 2 hours of work in the morning, despite your lack of desire or even with your desire to continue, may lead to a decline in your energy for working on the same task the next day, necessitating leaving the task for tomorrow. When you feel like continuing after the 2 hours, try adding 1 more hour, then stop. Stopping while keeping the desire to continue alive ensures your return to the task the next day. The goal is perseverance on the task until completion. Moreover, leaving work on your task after 2 hours and switching to another high-impact task for another 2 hours is better than continuing on your single task for 4 hours. Working on 2 to 3 varied tasks reduces boredom and monotony. Finally, one of the reasons for procrastination in completing the task is the pursuit of perfection. Perfectionism. Feeling that everything you did on the previous day was imperfect might lead you to give up the task and not continue it the next day. Therefore, it's important to lessen your insistence on achieving perfection and increase your acceptance of flaws and shortcomings. Human work is imperfect. Incomplete work by 20% yields significant results by 80%, as Pareto's principle suggests. So, try to continue your work and sections of your research while accepting imperfections, committing to returning to them in the last month, to organize and polish them before submission. You'll find that as you approach completion, a research project with 80% of its elements completed is the result of 2 hours of effort each day, 20%. And here, we finally reach the conclusion of the Maximizing Productivity course. We have learned a lot in this course, and the best thing we learned is that productivity goes through 3 stages. 1. Minimizing distractions. 2. Setting priorities. And 3. Eliminating procrastination. In the minimizing distractions stage, we learned ways to overcome many distractions and maximize our time. We also learned in the setting priorities stage useful techniques for identifying the most impactful tasks and supporting them with less impactful tasks as rewards. Finally, in the eliminating procrastination stage, we learned about the causes of procrastination and provided a solution and rule for each cause. Apply what we have learned, as the course yields its effect when you apply all the methods discussed above. This training course, Maximizing Productivity, is taken from the book Training Courses by Muteb Alqarni.